The INFJ personality type is known as the world's rarest and frequently misunderstood personality type. While they do struggle to find their place in the world, they also possess amazing personality core strengths that few others can understand, making them incredibly special. Knowing your strengths and shortcomings as an INFJ will help you better appreciate your genuineness, deal with problems in more effective ways, and pick your professional path wisely. If you are an INFJ, you are part of a 3% minority of people who have some of the most exceptional personality traits. At the end of our list today, I have an easy little trick to help you boost your INFJ strengths. Keep on the lookout for that. The first strength of an INFJ is they're always willing to help others. You'd think that because we all have feelings, we'd all follow the rule of treating others the way we'd like to be treated. Yet for most people, this is far easier said than done. The INFJ, on the other hand, is extremely different from the rest of the world, with one of their amazing qualities being an innate obligation to help others in need. In fact, trying to empower others in some way, shape, or form is a critical component of authentic INFJ happiness. INFJs are idealists who utilize their drive to make the world a better place as the central focus of the bulk of their main life decisions. Whether it's to become a teacher, counselor, or coach, or to establish a nonprofit to help an organization. In addition, INFJs have a remarkable ability to compose inspirational ideas and analogies that help people comprehend their situations from a different perspective. They are able to effectively speak with passion and warmth, attracting other people's full trust, one of the many INFJ skills that earn them the title of counselor or advocate. Anything they want to offer people is far more successful because it is usually filled with intuitive insights, optimism, and encouragement, the three things that most people need more of in their lives. I do want to point out that because of these personality qualities, INFJs are extremely rare, and even though they are introverted, it's difficult not to notice them around. I've got 4 more INFJ strengths on our list of the top 5 amazing INFJ strengths today. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get daily videos created to give you the tools to level up and love your life. Leave a comment and let me know that you have subscribed because I want to go in and say hey to you when you do. Next up, and number 2 on our list today, is INFJs have uncanny observation. Another wonderful strength shared by all INFJs is their exceptional autopilot observation skills and a sharp eye for detail. Not only do INFJs observe crucial aspects in their surroundings and situations, but they also notice minor things about the individuals with whom they come into contact. Aside from the fact that INFJs are fascinated by human behavior, which leads them to pay additional attention while evaluating the people around them, the INFJ's extroverted personality sense and extroverted feeling functions also contribute significantly to their observational strengths. INFJs are programmed to automatically observe everything without even realizing it. People watching, for example, is one way for INFJs to actively employ their observational ability and study human nature without having to engage with others. While they aren't always conscious of how much they are observing about a person or circumstance, INFJs gather the information that may provide them with insights later on. Many people believe that the INFJ has psychic abilities because of their ability to simply know things through their introverted intuition, when in reality, much of their knowledge comes from their constant subconscious absorbing information around them, which naturally gives them a deeper understanding of their world and people around them. Not to mention, an INFJ's observational skills only improve with age. Number 3 on today's list of amazing INFJ strengths is an INFJ's natural empathy. The INFJ personality type's innate empathy for others is one of its most evident and well-recognized traits. INFJs have an apparently involuntary empathy for others that allows them to actively feel and replicate the emotions and energies of those around them, which serves as the core of their desire to aid humanity. This extraordinary gift not only allows INFJs to personally experience what another person is going through by readily placing themselves in other people's shoes, but it also helps them to intuitively detect dishonesty or disloyalty. This introspective personality type can sense when something doesn't add up, whether it's the fear of someone who is unwilling to speak up for themselves or the anxiety of someone who is actively deceiving themselves or others. Despite the fact that the INFJ can see individuals for who they truly are, their sympathetic qualities lead them to only see the best in people. In fact, the INFJ is capable of seeing the point of view of someone they detest or someone who appears untrustworthy to outsiders because they can put themselves in their shoes and imagine what caused them to behave in a certain way. This can rapidly become a slippery slope, causing an INFJ to be caught off guard by their intuitive red flags because they are so focused on recognizing the good in others. As a result, INFJs must be careful to put limits around their empathy, since because they are constantly assaulted by the emotions of others, INFJs may feel as if their life mission is to understand others, leaving them with little to no space to truly understand themselves. If you have gotten some value from this video so far, show your appreciation and hit that like button. That signals YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. The fourth amazing INFJ strength is their incredible creativity. INFJs have a natural creative flow that helps them to flourish in whatever creative endeavor they choose, whether it's dancing, sketching, instrument playing, painting, or singing. The INFJ mind's complex inner workings allow them to generate an influx of new thoughts anytime they are required. To intentionally take time out of their day to practice creative activities of any kind is a terrific method for an INFJ to ground themselves and free their minds without completely shutting out their busy mental processes. INFJs can quickly become hyper-focused on their creative endeavor by employing their perfectionism and acute eye for detail, making magnificent pieces that they themselves will probably never truly understand the actual beauty of. However, it requires a unique blend of imaginative abilities to achieve the same amount of originality that an INFJ can. Aside from artistic interests, INFJs may effectively utilize their vivid imagination and profound sense of passion to address human problems with ease. This counselor personality type is able to employ their inventiveness while viewing issues from several angles, providing them with insights and understandings that others may easily ignore. In other words, INFJs are able to address complicated emotional and social challenges due to their imaginative problem-solving abilities, a skill that many people seek out in INFJs. Topping our list and one of the most powerful strengths of an INFJ is they are quick and efficient learners. Whether it's reading a new book, watching different social situations, exploring the country or the world, or acquiring a new skill, the INFJ's wisdom and desire to learn are like a never-ending gift. Because INFJs become dissatisfied when they remain stagnant for too long, they are constantly seeking new information or delving further into a topic or scenario in which they are already interested. They are constantly questioning things in life that others would accept for what they are, which drives most INFJs on a lifelong search to comprehend things in this world that don't always require explanation. However, for an INFJ, it's more important to enjoy the process of developing their knowledge in the areas they are interested in than it is to discover solutions to the issues. This isn't to mean that INFJs spend their days with their noses buried in a book. While this may be true for some of these introverted personalities, INFJs have an adventurous side that, when fed by a strong curiosity, may lead them to some of the most fascinating discoveries. Whether they go large distances or feel compelled to visit a nearby town, they will go wherever their interests lead them because they can't help but to be curious. So whether it's going out and experiencing their curiosities for themselves or investigating their wonders through books and blogs, the INFJ must continually harness information to soothe their curious nature, a strength that affords them the success and knowledge they're known for. As promised, one of the best ways to boost INFJ's amazing strengths is to remember that you are not required to fit in the box. It can be difficult to stand out with your judgment and point of view at times, but being an INFJ requires you to do just that. So embrace your uniqueness and do whatever you've always wanted to do. Make a positive impression on those around you. Can you relate to these 5 INFJ strengths if you're an INFJ? If so, please share your best solutions in the comments section. Go out there and embrace your uniqueness. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up and love your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.